PMI doesn't test whether you can inspire a team. It tests whether you can catch a shared vision drifting off course before it costs you the project. This is people. Task 1. Develop a common vision. Sounds like a leadership buzzword, but it isn't. PMI is testing something much more specific. Can you build a shared vision with stakeholders? Keep it current as the project evolves, and this is the part that almost everyone misses. Recognize when a vision has quietly gone sideways and find the actual root cause, not just re-explain it louder. Here's what PMI associates with this task. Help ensure a shared vision with key stakeholders. Promote that vision, keep it current, and break down situations to find the root cause when there's a misunderstanding of the vision. Notice what's not on that list. Hold the kickoff meeting. Most candidates treat a shared vision as a one-time activity you complete in week 1 and move on. PMI treats it as something you actively maintain and diagnose because visions drift, especially on long or agile projects where scope and priorities shift constantly. 3 traps to watch for on this task. Trap 1, treating shared vision like a company mission statement. It's not about organizational values. It's about this specific project's intended outcome. Trap 2, assuming that once everyone nodded along in the kickoff meeting, alignment is locked in for good. It isn't, especially across a multi-month or agile project. Trap 3, the moment misalignment shows up, jumping straight to re-explaining the vision louder instead of diagnosing why the interpretation split in the first place. Here's where this task gets dangerous on the exam. PMI can hand you a team that looks completely successful, every sprint complete, every metric read, and the project is still failing. Let's run that through the 3 questions from the pilot episode. 3 months in, your team is hitting every sprint goal, but the sponsor is frustrated, saying, "This isn't what we asked for." Nobody underperformed, nobody lied. The vision drifted, and nobody caught it in time. First, what's the project leaders responsible for? Not personally owning the vision, facilitating and maintaining alignment between stakeholder intent, team understanding, and what's actually being delivered. Second, what do the enablers point to? Finding the root cause of the misunderstanding, not just repeating the original vision statement even louder. Third, first, next, or instead. First, investigate where the interpretations split. That might mean reviewing the agreed outcome, talking separately with the sponsor and the team, then facilitating a focused realignment conversation before assigning blame or authorizing rework. That's the gap between real-world brain, which wants to just push the team harder to get back on track, and PMI brain, which stops to diagnose why the track moved in the first place. Now flip the setting. You're running an agile team. Sprint over sprint, the product owner keeps saying, "Let's just add this small thing," and the team keeps saying yes. Because each addition looks tiny in isolation, 10 sprints later, what's shipped barely resembles the original MVP vision. No single decision looked large enough to trigger concern, but together, those decisions changed the outcome. Same 3 questions. The project leader is responsible for facilitating alignment, not sprint velocity. The enablers point to promoting the shared vision and catching drift early, not vetoing every small ask after the fact. And the first move isn't freezing the backlog, it's running a quick alignment check with the product owner. Does this addition still serve the original outcome? And if the business outcome has legitimately changed, the answer is to update and recommunicate the shared vision, not let the backlog quietly redefine it for you. One important distinction here, because PMI will test it. Change is not automatically drift. If new customer evidence or shifted business conditions genuinely justify a different outcome, the job isn't defending the original vision at all costs. It's helping stakeholders make that change consciously, updating the shared vision, communicating it clearly, and realigning the work around it. Drift is uncontrolled. Evolution is deliberate. The exam wants you to be able to tell the difference. This is the kind of judgment week 1 of the 4E PMP exam accelerator is built around. The course was built from the ground up on the July 2026 ECO, not patched onto an older version. You work through decisions like this with guided lessons, scenario practice, answer rationales, and full mock exams. The link for that is in the description. When you study this task, don't memorize, communicate the vision. Practice telling the difference between a creation problem, a promotion problem, and a maintenance problem, and a misunderstanding problem. That distinction is where the actual exam question turns. That's People Domain Task 1. Next up, Process Domain Task 1. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Until next time, I'm Stephen Blakeney, and I will see you in the next video.